Hello my friends. My Canadian geese have returned. Spring is here. The pond is thawing out. There's still some snow on the ground. But it's nice to see my friends back safely. I got to feed the bees some pollen substitute and remove their insulation. So I just thought I'd show you the geese before we go and do that. And just like the geese in the pond, the bees are out enjoying the sun. It's about 2 in the afternoon, first week of April. I think it's April, maybe second week of April. It's April 8th. But as you can see, both my colonies here are doing quite well coming out of winter. They've been trapped up in those boxes pretty much 5 months without foraging for food. So the boxes are pretty light. I got them strapped down, and with the temperature change I have 2 layers of insulation on there for the winter. First thinner layer, it's like the same stuff you insulate hot water tanks with. You get it on a roll. I just wrap the hive bodies with that, and then the thicker board insulation, cut the size on the outside of that for when it's, minus 20 and less. It gets to minus 50 degrees Celsius with the wind chill easily for long periods of time in the winter. So that's coming off, but I'll wait till the bees are back inside this evening to take that off, so I'm not disturbing them. Then I'll be opening up the hives tomorrow to check if they need some fondant, or if I can pull a frame and replace with some honey frames I have in the garage. Either way, I'll make sure they're fed. There's only a few weeks left before they'll be getting their own food, and they're already foraging for stuff they can find right now. So on that topic, I have some, I don't know if I get this in the camera, got some pollen substitute. This one's called Feed Bee. It's a Canadian product. I'll show you how I'm feeding the bees. Alright, so for feeding the bees some pollen substitute, the powder, I just use a high wall container. This one here is just a Tupperware thing out of the kitchen. High walls, just so the wind doesn't blow the powder everywhere, or the bees too. The bees will make a mess with it. But this morning I put this out here. It had about 1/3 of a cup or 1/4 of a cup of powder, and you can see the bees are mostly taking that all away. There is some in the bottom lip there where you can't see, where the camera can't see. But yeah, so I simply just take, I don't feed them too much at once. I think this is a 1/4 cup measuring. Just feed a bit. Of course, if you have a whole bunch of hives, you feed them more. Yeah, I've just placed it in a nice sunny location, not in the shade at all. So when the bees come over here foraging, they stay nice and warm while they're away from the hives. So also keep it dry. If it's going to rain or anything, of course, put it inside or take it up. But yeah, I just put this out in the morning when it's going to be a nice day, and the bees can take it up. Once the natural sources of pollen are available, they'll stop taking up this stuff. Usually about a week or 2, really. But this is also a good idea if you have bees and you're close to your neighbors and such. If you don't feed them a pollen substitute, they're going to be in your neighbors' bird feeders and all kinds of stuff, right? And also they'll waste their time picking up sawdust or different things that they bring back, and the nurse bees will just waste their time in turn throwing it out again because it's useless. So I do recommend, giving them a little bit of boost in the spring. Like I said, these bees have been in boxes for 5 months with no foraging, right? And I don't feed them sugar or anything before fall. It's all their honey reserves and their pollen reserves that they have for themselves. So I'll give them some pollen substitute till they stop taking it, or until it's available in nature, and I'll give them some fondant as an emergency feed when they first start flying. And this year it was in March, and I also keep back frames of honey so that when it's nice like it is now, I can pull out an empty frame and drop in a full frame of honey. That way I don't have to feed with sugar, and the bees are have enough food until the nectar starts to flow. But yeah, still look at the bees collecting the pollen. Not the most super awesome video, but if you are interested in successfully overwintering bees in the Arctic or Alaska or Alberta, I know I'm not quite the Arctic, but it feels like it in the winter. Yeah, done quite well. These are very healthy bees. I don't have mite issues, and even though their stocks are low and their boxes are light, they got a large population. So, if you like what you see, you like healthy bees, you want to see how easy it is to keep bees naturally and organically and keep them alive, please subscribe. But anyways, hope you're all doing well wherever you are, whenever you watch this. Peace.